What is up, crypto legends? Happy Friday. Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Are we going to go higher? Are we going to reach a new yearly high? Or are we going to top out round about this range? Something that we're going to analyze right away in today's live stream. How is everybody doing, guys? Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. What is going on? Let's put some music here in the background. How is everybody doing? Guys, let's analyze the situation here all together. First of all, I want to say hello to the community. Happy Friday, everybody. Next car, Satstisfi. What's that? How are you doing? Aditya, hello. Donkey Stonker. Donkey Stonker, looks like we might be double topping. We're going to analyze this situation right away because what is going on is that there is massive bullish CVD divergence. There is a possibility that this high over here created today is going to be taken. Let's analyze the situation. No doubt that the market is still bullish, but we are at a crucial zone, just like the title says, right? This is a crucial area for the price to either get continuation to the upside or actually top out where we at, or maybe a little bit higher. Reason why is because of this disturbing move to the downside that we had yesterday with insane volume. Okay, we had a big major move down. What usually happens when we have these moves down, okay, with high volume, they usually create a dead cat bounce and then possibly claim the level. Okay, definitely a possibility, something to take into consideration. Of course, we do not want to fight the trend. The trend is bullish. The trend could have continuation to the upside. There is many different theories here that we are going to just create here more waves to the upside. I'll be going through that in just 1 second. Or is this going to be an A, B, C momentum here, and then the market is going to crash aggressively? For the moment, market is bullish. We're going to talk about the resistance levels where this could potentially happen. Now we are hitting the 61865 Fibonacci from the rise here, from the top to the bottom. We are at that point, as you can see on the chart. So big resistance. It is the previous day value area high. We're getting a little bit of a reaction here at this zone, struggling a little bit to have continuation. We have created one move to the upside, bounce, then this over here, and then now this one right over here getting above this high. This is a kind of a classic ABC structure. Most of the retail people think that this over here is going to roll down and claim this low over here, and then obviously it had this move to the upside, okay, stopping out, of course, all of those people that were aggressively shorting here. There was massive bullish CVD divergence with this low, okay, and obviously these higher lows right over here, giving us that rise finally to claim this high. So going to continue with the comment section. We're going to analyze the situation here on higher time frames for all of those traders out there, guys. Who's trading Bitcoin? Who's trading altcoins? Let me know in the comment section. What are you trading? And are you bullish? Are you bearish on Bitcoin? Bitcoin to create a new high? Let me know. Or is it going to crash down to $34,000 range, right? This is a very disturbing area. This is a classic area, okay, where it kind of needs to get filled, right, at some point, right? However, it's very hard to detect that topping point. When is this going to happen? Is it going to happen anytime soon? There is a lot of liquidity sitting at $34,000, $34,000, as you can see here on this heat map. So are we going to create, if Bitcoin were to create that lower high, it is at this moment. It is at this moment that it needs to create that lower high, right? And then suddenly get a much larger move down. If this were to be an A, B, C kind of move down here and eating up all of that liquidity, well, we can check out here the possible projection. Possible projection here for this. We take a look at Fibonacci extension. If that were to be the case, of course, we could have continuation to the upside. There is a bullish case here, obviously. If that were to be the case, then we would go at least to the 1-to-1, which is sitting at 34,700. And of course, a much more extended one would be the 1.236, which is at 34,100. Definitely a possibility if this were to be a much larger corrective move that Bitcoin is going to do. Still, possibly we are going to create another high. We could be forming a harmonic pattern as well, something that I am eyeing. Very bullish CVD divergence on the lower time frames. It's pretty crazy. People are shorting like crazy. On all of the different exchanges, we are having massive higher lows on the price action and aggressive lower lows on Bybit on the rest of exchanges. So yeah, people are trying to short aggressively here at this point, but it looks like whoop, we're going to get that rise to claim the high. Very, very likely situation here. So let's go through the comment section right away. I'm going to analyze Bitcoin on higher time frames. We're going to talk about also the bullish case scenario, which would obviously be this, okay, one wave here to the upside, second wave, and we are going to, this is just part of a much larger third wave, and we are getting that continuation. Very possible still. Looks like we might be double topping. Yeah, I mean, you might be looking at this and yeah, you might be thinking, hey, this does look like a head and shoulder scenario, right? This does look like a head and shoulder. This looks like it's going to roll down, break the neckline. This is it. We're going lower. Trend is still bullish. Trend is still bullish. We are creating higher highs, higher lows. The bullish divergence here on the CVD are absolutely insanity. People are actually shorting like crazy at this level, which means that, in a nutshell, I think that, there's a high chance that, that this high at least is going to be claimed. Now, the question is, when we do retest this high, if it is retested, obviously, by the looks of things, there is a high chance. Will we continue to the upside? Because currently we have previous day value area high. We do have the 61865. This is basically where we are getting this reaction, right? 61865, we tap the level, consolidation, tapping it again, consolidation, tapping it again. This is the moment where people are like, let's short the market. No doubt that there is some possible shorting levels, okay, at the top as you are creating those double tops on lower time frames. There are some possible, get into a short safely with good risk management. However, there are too many retail shorts here. There are too many people market shorting at this level, which is, thanks to the CVD, we are seeing that, all of these lower lows on the CVD, right? On the rest of exchanges and on Bybit, lower lows, price action is creating higher lows. They're getting absorbed, okay, by much bigger players wanting the price to, basically pump above the high. So it looks like that is the most likely scenario, at least in the short term. Question is, are we going to reject if we do come up here, no matter what the price action does here in the next coming minutes? Are we going to manage to hit this high and break through it, potentially hit the 7.8, which would be our next internal resistance zone? And I'm going to say, yeah, obviously it is definitely a possibility. If we do take a look at, this as an ABC structure, like 1, 2, and then 3 right there, we do have the 1-to-1 extension sitting at $37,780. Currently the 618.618 is getting that rejection also with the 618 of this movement down. So there is obviously a little bit of resistance right there. This could be that, topping point. But based on the bullish CVD, it looks like that those highs are going to get smashed. And there is a possibility in going to the one-to-one extension, right, for this ABC. Now, that is the question. This could be a level where you create a lower high. It is definitely possible. Definitely possible. We're just going to have to be checking the price action. So for the moment, price is bullish. Price is in momentum waves to the upside. There's, trying to detect this top. If for any of all of those shorters out there, just a quick message here. You know, the market is still bullish. We could be claiming the highs again. This is just like this level over here. People think that this is going to come back down to the lows here as we've had this aggressive move. And it's just a classic, you know, three-wave structure, right? You created one wave here to the upside. Then this is the second wave. You know, you are likely going to create a higher low at some point in this range to then claim the high and create that three-wave structure. So stay cautious. All of those shorters out there, only short scalps are available, in my opinion. You know, short scalps, whoever's, you know, a swing trader, you know, make sure to use low leverage if you're trying to short this market. Low leverage, make sure to have a stack of, you know, funds to add to your position because, you know, not the ideal scenario. We do not know how high this could go in the next coming days and weeks. Donkey, how are you doing? Donkey Stonker. Let's go right away. Mark Dutch here in the comment section. How are you doing, my man? Father Time, hello. Yeah, a little bit of analysis, a little bit of education as always. Hey, what's up, brother? Trader Mark, how are you doing? Fast leg up to 38k maybe. Fast leg up to 38k maybe. Yeah, I do see that definitely a possibility. Definitely see that as a possibility here for the price to actually do that. No doubt. So very, very possible. The diver, people are shorting here. There's a lot of people shorting the market in this range. There were a lot of people shorting the market in this range. They were forced to get stopped out. There is a lot of people trying to short the market here also. So that is just fueling the market to actually go to higher levels, right? If there would be a lot of long leverage, long positions here, then obviously you would say, you know, it's time to move down. But actually there are shorts, so higher is very much likely. Eres una leyenda. Hey, Donkey Stonker, thank you very much. D Johnny, guys, one thing that I'm asking here for the community is just to destroy that like button right away, guys. Destroy the like button here if you like the live streams, if you like the shows, if you like the updates. Just pure education, technical analysis, talking about crypto, talking about latest news, and yeah, smash up the like button, guys, if you do enjoy. I got my mother here. Hello from Portsmouth. Solana is drunk. Solana is absolutely skyrocketing. Solana is, oh wow, this is absolutely blasting through. Oh my goodness. It seems like that Solana is possibly going to go to higher levels. I mean, all of these L1 projects, especially like Solana, is, you know, moonshot in the bull run. We are interested in the ones that are not pumping. Of course, if you buy Solana now to double, it would have to go to $100. Will it manage to go to $100 maybe in the coming weeks? Maybe yes, but if you start buying Solana, you know, I would be more interested in buying some other L1 projects that haven't pumped like crazy yet, such like Polkadot, such as Polkadot. We do have Avalanche. Avalanche hasn't gone crazy yet. L1 project that I think is going to do very well. We do have Algorand as well that hasn't, you know, still around the 10-12 cent zone. We are interested in those, guys. Interested in those. I do have a bag of Algorand. And I think Algorand obviously is going to be huge. It is down here at the C19 levels. Maybe it's not going to skyrocket, you know, in the next coming days or weeks. But this one in the near future, in the bull run, the real bull run, it's definitely going to do good in my opinion. Okay. So there's nothing definite, definitely in my opinion, of course, no financial advice. I do have a stack of Algorand and I'm willing to buy a little bit more. You know, when a project such as Algorand, which is huge, looks dead, this is far away from being dead. This is just in a period where, you know, there's no interest, nobody's talking about it, but they are building and building. The project is very much alive, and you would expect that shoot up, of course, in the next coming months at some point. So let's continue here. Tortuga, how are you doing? Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Already predicting what you're going to say, says Rob. Happy Friday, Donkey Stonker. Mark Dutch, thank you very much for joining. I can see DeVault. Hello, legends. DeVault, thanks for joining the stream. Anything exciting? Anything exciting here, guys? You're brilliant, Dadson. Thank you very much. Right, next week, CME open with a gap at 42K and keep rising. Wow. You got some very bullish people here in the comment section. 5-minute bullish pennant. 5-minute time frame bullish pennant. Or 3-minute, 5-minute. This being as a bullish pennant. So. Yeah, no doubt. This is getting a bit of a pullback. But there is massive bullish CVD divergence. Look at the blue. This is the rest of exchanges. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely going crazy. You know, and it's, you know, from every single low here, right? From this one, you know, just on Bybit, on the rest of exchanges, there's people selling like crazy. You are creating higher lows. There's a high probability. If you want to attempt a long trade to the highs, of course, the risk to reward is not going to be huge at this current level. Risk to reward is not huge at this current level, but it would be nice to go slightly lower. Going slightly lower would be the ideal scenario. And, you know, this is a classic, is this a head and shoulder structure? I mean, I would say possible entry zone would be inside of this area if it does get a bit of a more pullback, just to get a better entry. And look at least to claim these highs at 37,300. No doubt that on the higher time frames, this is massive resistance, okay? This is massive resistance. But if you are attempting here along, you know, you would be at least reaching for the highs. See if it gets a little bit more of a pullback and it gets supported here from higher low support. Would be nice to get a little bit of a volatile move to the downside now for a great entry. Well, the bullish CVD divergence are a little bit crazy. They are crazy. Obviously, the invalidation would be wicking beneath these lows over here. There would be no longer, you know, those bullish CVD divergence here. But not much of a risk to reward. Obviously, you would want lower prices to attempt that long position, but not looking bad. I mean, based on CVD on the lower time frames, there's a potential scalp day trade. Would be nice to get another leg down. Bad weather here in Belgium. Non-stop raining, but Andy brings the sun in the house. Hey, Vince, thank you very much. Very kind words. Neogas is gone absolutely bananas. Neogas has gone absolutely crazy. Neogas has gone absolutely bananas. What's going on with that one? I remember hearing about Neo back in the previous cycle, and it's, you know, what's going on with gas? You know, this one absolutely mooned. This one did almost a 20x in 1 month. Yeah, around about a 20x. 10x if, you know, well, I'm not sure if it went to the dollar, but yeah, this one went, yeah, well, a 10x, sorry, yeah. Just about 12x. Reached almost $30 today. Crazy. Right, let's go. Algorand is my baby, says Mark Dutch. Yeah. Yes, sir. LTC seems to be one of the coins that didn't moon yet. Litecoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin, because Litecoin is Bitcoin's little brother. Let's take a look at Litecoin right away. Litecoin is Yeah, it's lagging behind very much. This broke the higher low support structure here. I mean, the thing about Litecoin, all of these different altcoins such as Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, they are obviously, OG altcoins. They didn't even reach the all-time high, which is disturbing. Even Bitcoin Cash also did not reach the 2017 all-time high. So, I mean, I would expect a pump. I think the most important chart to take a look at is the Litecoin BTC chart for a possible support level where it can bounce. So it can outperform Bitcoin. So we'll be taking a look at Litecoin BTC. But yeah, this one is no doubt that this is a pretty nice consolidation. Moving up here right now, but lagging behind. We haven't even broken the July highs at $114. Bitcoin is well above the July highs. So let's take a look at the Litecoin BTC chart right away. Woo! Almost near the lows. I mean, I like this. Almost near the lows. Almost near the lows here. From June of 2022. I mean, that would be the ultimate trigger level, right? It would be the ultimate, look for that double bottom, test that low, and it's time. I mean, look at this. Litecoin compared to Bitcoin. Litecoin has got absolutely destroyed, from the previous cycle. Previous cycle, very volatile, up and down, outperforming Bitcoin, then, underperforming Bitcoin, big volatility, 2017, 2018. And then it's just like, Bitcoin is the king, right? Bitcoin is the king. We could see it here on this, this last cycle. But it definitely will have its pumps. It will have its performance. And the best level here to speculate on that would be actually, as soon as you dip beneath this low on June of 2022 to get that, speculation that it is going to create a double bottom. And that's probably when you want to start buying some Bitcoin. It will possibly outperform Bitcoin for a short period of time. But overall, that rally is likely to happen at some point here on Litecoin. So I would be paying attention here. It does look like it wants to come down to test the lows here from June of 2022. As you dip beneath this low, I don't see this doing, a massive, successful breakdown, right? This is just likely going to test the lows and at some point going to get that rally, forming that double bottom. As soon as you get above this bottom over here successfully, then obviously that is the moment that Litecoin will likely get its moment against Bitcoin. So yeah, let's go dive in right away. Litecoin is like silver. Yeah, Litecoin is like the silver from gold, right? Storage. Tedos mañana. Yo, I am late. I think I have a Spanish blood. Yeah, very, very possible. Very possible. How about Matic? What is Matic doing? Let's take a look at Matic. Why not? Look at Lunk, still laughing. I'm the one laughing now. We got someone here very bullish on Luna Classic. We can take a look at Luna Classic. Shall we take a look at Matic as well? Storage is pumping. What is Matic doing? Matic, very hard to say that Matic right now, will it have continuation? Not hitting a major level. It does look like a possible double bottom here, Adam and Eve. Look, this does look like very much like an Adam and Eve double bottom. So this does look quite bullish. The moment you start breaking successfully this high over here on Matic, there's no doubt that I would see big follow through here on Matic as soon as you break above the 90-cent level here. Does look like a classic double bottom. Adam and Eve double bottom. Does look like an Adam and Eve double bottom when we do take a look at this right over here. It does look like that Matic is going to start facing some resistance. Of course, there's no guarantee that this is going to be broken. It might just have a fizzle out here. But overall, it looks like that we're forming this double bottom, right? Adam and Eve. A very sharp move to the downside, move up here, a nice round accumulation formation forming that bottom here, now at the resistance. So if we do get that nice breakout, this could absolutely rocket as soon as it gets above 90 cents. Of course, stay cautious with fake outs, but if it does start breaking out solidly here, I would expect obviously that continuation to the upside. It could rally and you could jump into some, for all of those breakout traders, you could jump into some pretty nice, long positions here, obviously managing risk very well. There we go. We got that pump here on Bitcoin based on bullish CVD divergence, basically. Cup and handle potentially. Cup and handle potentially on what? Let's take a look at Luna Classic. What's going on with Luna Classic? Luna Classic in the house. Let's take a look at Luna Classic right away. I mean, it did get a pretty decent pump, right? It's pumping. It's pumping as well. I mean, it had to have its time, right? We got altcoins pumping, so yeah, Luna Classic. We need to give it a shot, right? We need to give it some opportunities. Very volatile moves to the downside, obviously, but yeah, this one's getting a little bit of a rally. I mean, obviously, if you want to speculate onto some of these altcoins in the long run, Luna Classic, if you're not buying here, then I don't know when you are going to buy these. You only want to buy at a low consolidation range for the last few months. Let's go right away. Continue. BTC daily open lines up with the 0.618 of current 1 hour swing, potentially long trade there. Okay, daily open. Yeah, daily open is right over here. Also in confluence with the last swing, higher low right over here. Possibly, I would be definitely eyeing the CVD. So if we do suddenly get that breakdown here, a bit of a volatile move down, would be definitely taking a look at the CVD. I mean, it's already creating insane bullish CVD divergence. There are people out there, lots of people that are shorting the market at this zone. But the price of Bitcoin is continuing to make higher lows. So it's like, this is massive fuel to take the high. Let's go right away and continue with the comment section, guys. Not much to talk about here on Bitcoin. There is an interesting level, I think the 7/8 Fibonacci, or either, if you do rise here and test the top, it would be very interesting to analyze for a possible short position. What is disturbing about this? Okay, this is just a classic, this zone has to be claimed at some point. Very likely at some point. So, if you are attempting a swing short position, you want it at the highest level possible and managing your risk. Forget about, those people that are, shorting, adding to their position. This could absolutely still continue to the moon. It's very interesting and very, it's very funny to see a lot of people that have been bearish. There's this Twitter guy. I'm sure a lot of people. I was talking about it with DeVault today. This massive bearish guy. I'm not going to call out anybody, but somebody that has been bearish for a long time, calling for 10K and 9K. There are a few of them out there, big macro bears. Still short and strong. I'm not sure if you do know that quote. Short and strong. Well, there's a lot of people have been short and strong for many months now, and if I don't know what leverage you are using on how much you are adding to your position, but that is extremely dangerous. You can get absolutely wrecked staying short and strong or long and strong, right? We as traders, We need to be bulls and bears at the same time, right? Crypto face isn't alive and has gone long. Never bet against that guy. Yeah, it seems like that, you know, with was it Market Cipher? There must be money flow pouring in. I bet he's in the long already, right? He's long from lower levels. But I can see some names here. Yeah. By the way, Andy, Lunk is still in the top 100 projects. Luna Classic. You cannot close your eyes. I mean, yeah, but 110. You know, will people gain faith again in Luna? Oh my goodness. Whoever bought at $100, you know, there's all of those people. I remember buying at $1, $2. I put $500 just for the sake of a gamble, right? Because it was pretty interesting to see, you know, the major drop that happened here. And it was like a waterfall drop. And it's like, wow, you know, if this bounces aggressively, then you're going to make a killing. So it was basically a gamble. I know a lot of people, a lot of different influencers and people in community. I'm buying Luna at $50, at $10, at $1, at 50 cents, at 10 cents, at 1 cent. Oh my goodness. I got absolutely wrecked. It's trading at a fraction of a cent. So yeah, maybe now is probably the time where you wanted to be buying the last few months. But I think Lunk has lost faith from a lot of investors. But anyway. Hey Andy, thoughts on IMX for the long run? Yeah, we can take a look at IMX right away. Absolutely. IMX for the long run. Immutable X, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, Immutable X. I haven't done research on this project, but it seems like it's getting a significant rise here also. I think this was the disbelief rally, right? Where people still get excited and then obviously the market goes down and then people just throw the towel. They're like, okay, you know, this is it, right? And this could be, right? The bull run probably is in its very early stages. We're coming into 2024. Halving is coming. Of course, I would expect corrective moves. But overall, you know, I would confidently say that for a lot of the altcoins, you know, that are starting to rally, that the bottom is in, such as Chainlink as well. I think this one, obviously, I've heard a lot of people talk about Immutable X, and I would assume it's a good project. I mean, I have no idea. I haven't done any research at all, but by the looks of the charts, well, this is a classic chart. Massive bear market, consolidation, relief rally, disbelief rally, then back down, people lose faith, and then, you know, that is the moment. It's going to start kicking in the coming months. So yeah. Cadena is also very interesting. Cadena. Oh yes, Mark Dutch here as well. He'd remember the day that we bought Luna Classic. You know, I didn't put much. It was about $500 or so, or I don't know. It was just like, you know, let's just try it. I think I bought around about in between $1 and $10, I think, or something like that. Got absolutely wrecked. I haven't even checked what that is now, but it's basically cents. But yeah, I remember Mark Dutch was also in the group saying, yeah, come on, let's just buy some, you know, what happens if it just gets a massive rise, right? But yeah, apparently it didn't, you know, apparently it got extremely wrecked. We all got wrecked on Luna. I never bought Luna, by the way. Never bought Luna, ever. Now, I bought here the falling knife and got absolutely wrecked on it, just for fun. Let's take a look at Cadena. Can I trade $100 with a high leverage for a 50x or 80x? Andy, just relaxing, says, you can trade 100x, you can trade 200x, and I know you can trade 200x on MEXC. But yeah, you can with $100, but manage your risk. You know, the way that I trade is a very chilled way of trading. I look to aim for 5% a week, 1% per day of profits. If you only have $100 in your account, I don't know if it's it might be a lot of money for you. If you want to, it's when you're using high leverage and using all of your $100. I mean, it's not the way for trading. It's not the way how you want to trade. You want to trade slowly and consistently and make huge amounts of profits in 1 year, 2 years, right? Short-term returns, with high leverage are just going to make you take bad decisions. A few decisions will be very good. However, in the long run, you'll be taking more of those decisions, right? And you'll be high leverage, high capital. And one of them you are going to get wrecked, Just a nice, slow, sustainable way of making profits. I aim to make 5% on average. It might be 4, it might be 7 if I have a good week. On average of profits, okay? I am not looking to make 20% of profits. If you are interested in, using high leverage, of course, I'm not sure what exchange you use. For me, the best exchange out there, the one that I've been using for over 4 years, that cannot use right now, unfortunately. But if you can use it, you got a great bonus of $30,000, okay, on Bybit. It's a deposit bonus, depending on what you deposit. You get a massive bonus. It's another way to support the channel. It's another way for you to trade in one of the best crypto exchanges out there. Super easy, friendly. I've got a tutorial down below as well in the description of Bybit. If you scroll down, there is a tutorial here in the tutorial sections. Bybit tutorial, so you can learn how to use it. And a great bonus with a link. Then there is MEXC. MEXC it's great. It's my alternative, of course, because I cannot use Bybit. The fees are very low. They have the lowest fees out there. You got a great bonus as well, not as high as Bybit, but they got an insane bonus of $20,000. It's a deposit bonus. You'll be getting airdropped that bonus depending on what you deposit and how much you trade. You get airdropped $500, $1,000, $4,000 as you trade and use the platform, okay, which pays for fees and losses, which is absolutely phenomenal. Check it out. They have the lowest fees out there. And anyway, going back with your question, you can use 200x leverage on MEXC, okay? Only for massive experienced traders out there if you're going to use 200x leverage. That is only for extreme sniper scalpers, such as myself. I don't even use that. I usually use about 60, 80x when I'm scalping. I'm happy with that kind of leverage. So far, so good. On MEXC, I'm doing pretty good the last few weeks, but I'm looking for that 5% weekly profit, basically. Today I got stopped out slightly at break even on a couple of trades, just 0.3% profit. I'm going to try and get into that 1%, see if I do see some good trades. I mean, this was a relatively good one. You could attempt some longs right there, stop at break even, easy trade, scalp day trade. You can be very defensive. This is based on bullish CVD divergence. If you come back down, there is a possibility you could get another re-entry. So you might get stopped out. You might get higher low supported here. But this is screaming to hit 37,300. This is only a $200, $200 to $300 move. But hey, $200, $300 moves with some intense leverage. Obviously managing risk very well. Be defensive with your stop loss. You get the deal, right? You get the deal. We love scalping. We love trading. This is my zone right now. My zone is, getting into these understanding scalps. Boom, 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 bang, bang. If I can make 1% in a day, I'm happy. Let's do that calculation. Let's keep it easy, 5% per week. The compounding calculator. I'm not sure if anybody missed out on this. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Compounding calculator. Let's just say that the average Joe, I was going to say $1,000, but maybe the average Joe doesn't have $1,000. Let's keep it easy. I've got $500, right? I think average Joe does have $500 spare to do a bit of trading, a bit of leverage, right? It's going to be boring. You're going to go make very small profits, but you're aiming for a 5% return every single week. So you're looking for small little trades. You're risking $5, $10, right? On each trade, right? If you lose, not more than that, obviously. You're looking for a 1%, 0.5% loss, right? And you're looking to aim for 1-2% on the trade from your capital. So if you're aiming for a 5% a week and you trade for 2 years with that mentality, I'm aiming just for 5%. Don't get greedy. Aim for the 5%. I know it's boring, but I can already tell you most of traders lose money in the long run. They get into these very hype, nice percentage gains, but who is sustainable? Who is sustainable? Who can show me their track record that can be sustainable, making small, consistent profits, right? Who can show me a really nice, consistent, nice run here with small losses, break evens, and if you are like this, how much do you think if you make 5% weekly? Okay, it's not always going to be like that. Maybe sometimes you're going to make 10% in a week. Maybe you're going to make 2%, right? But this is just to have a goal. I have a 5% week goal. We need to have goals when we're trading. If you don't have goals, you're just trading randomly, right? We need to have plans. We need to have goals. We need, trading plans with good risk management every single trade. Every single trade. Not think, oh, I'm in a long piece, I think we're going to go here. I'm in a short, I think we'll go here. I'll add to the position. Get into that death spiral where you're going to get wrecked. Don't do that, guys. This is not how trading works. Going straight to the point. $500. You aim for a 5% profit a week. That is basically $25 when you start. You're aiming for a $25 profit in the week. From $500, you're just making $25 the first week. If you consistently compound those profits in 2 years, you're making $55,000 out of 500. That would be nice, right? For the average Joe out there. Obviously, for one that is a little bit more, has a bit more power, say somebody that has a little bit of more capital and can actually have a $10,000 account, right? Someone, this is a bit of more the, high class average Joe. I've got spare $10,000 to trade. If you make 5% per week on a goal with $10,000 in 2 years, you're making over $1 million. Have these consistent goals. You will reach very far away. The money will come on its own, guys. The money will just start pouring in your account on its own if you have these small, not too greedy, right? A lot of people want to get into that epic. Well, there we go. We got Bitcoin pumping. Who got into that trade? Let me know in the comment section. Based on bullish CVD divergence. There we have it. Yes, sir. BTC pump. You missed the trade, Andy. Hey, I don't care. I don't care. I trade every day. There's a trade, and around the corner every day for me. I want to educate the people. I want them to see how to read the charts, how you can get into some possible setups with good risk management. I don't care missing the trade. I miss trades every day. I could get into a trade, in an hour. It doesn't matter. I'll find a trade. No worries. There is trades everywhere. When you have the knowledge, there is trades everywhere. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's trades everywhere. So don't worry about me. I'm more worried about you. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to share with you how it is possible to trade with good risk management. So yeah. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Catherine, you're very welcome. My whole portfolio is 10K. Well, that is good. That's pretty decent. That is pretty good. Time to short. Don't short the pump. Don't short the pump. We are currently above this high. Look at all of those shorters getting wrecked. Look at the CVD. All of the shorters. There's so many people shorting here. What are you guys doing? No. You're going to get stopped out and liquidated. Anyway, whoever followed this trade setup actually made some profits. Did anybody get into this long position? Did anybody get into this long position that was provided at the beginning of the stream? Let me know in the comment section. I didn't, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've got plenty of days to trade. There's a trade around the corner. What's going on? I'm a little bit low here. But just so you can see, that was a beautiful scalp. You got, a pump of $300. You're making some profits. That would have made my 1% for the day. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got into a long on OPUSDT. $1,646 in profit, says Mark Dirch. Wow. You are one of the high average Joes if you're making those profits in a single trade. Very, very nice profits. I did. Got in, Nicholas. I did it. Hey, we got some people getting into long positions on the live. I don't need to go long, guys, on the live. It doesn't matter. I'm here to educate. I'm here to share the knowledge. Make sure to lock some profits, especially if we do lose this low. As we are above this level, you know what? Do you want to take profit tip? Do you want to take profit tip? And if you want to stay in this long position, guys, you can stay in the long. This was the target zone for the take profit. Now, you know what would be a take profit right now if you're holding the position? If we lose this low, if price action starts getting beneath this low, I would actually lock those profits, okay? Because it would be a sign of weakness. It could be a double top, okay? So make sure to lock profits, guys. A lot of people freeze and lock in profits and they want the price to moon and make insane killing. Make sure to lock those profits, legends, because we never know when the price is going to turn around. Make sure to take those profits. We're currently above it, so you could hold that long. We're currently above the level. You could hold the long. Would be interesting, but if you lose that high over here from today, I would lock those profits, legends. 7-8 Fibonacci. I think there is a high chance we could go up there. You know what is disturbing? I would lock those profits, legends. Would lock those profits if you start losing this low. You know what is disturbing? Is that we have a bunch of liquidity beneath 35 and 30, you know, around about $34,000. There's a lot of liquidity here, guys. We're maintaining that high. Maybe you're going to get you could lock 50% profits. You could lock 50% profits. Why not? You could do so and leave 50% open, potentially to the 7-8 Fibonacci. 7-8 Fibonacci is disturbing. It is very disturbing. There is a possible harmonic, but yeah, I would leave some open, possibly to 7-8. If you start losing aggressively this high from today, you start dipping here through, yeah, just close the, I would close the rest of, you know, lock those profits for Friday, guys, you know, go for dinner with the profits, go to the cinema, enjoy the weekend. I did not get into this long trade because of you guys. But I absolutely love you. I love my community. I love the education. I love you all. Can you show me the monthly time frame and you will see second wave of Elliott wave? The monthly time frame and see the second wave of Elliott wave. Okay. Is that on Bitcoin? Second wave of Elliott wave. You will see more and more bull market wicks to grab liquidity. I mean, hey, one of the main reasons we are actually going higher here internally is there's market shorts going on. There's people shorting. There's smart guys trying to detect the top. I mean, I like to short the bull market as well. I like to short a bull run. But when I'm shorting at the highest level on a double top always. Always on a double top when you're trying to short an uptrend. Always. Because you don't know if that first, you know, when you're trying to short a pump like this, when you're trying to short and be the smart guy that is shorting the pump, you know, it's like, you know, this could go and go and go. It's like trying to long a drop, right? Trying to be the smart guy that's like, you know, I'm going to long it. It's going to bounce from here. unless it's, unless it's creating a swing failure pattern right from a crucial low level. We talked about this low here a few days ago in the legends. Well, not a few days ago, yesterday basically. I would lock those profits. It's probably going to hold and go higher, but yeah, it looks a little bit rejecty at the moment. Anyway, it was a profitable, nice scalp. You know what? This level over here, this was a level that we talked about for a long entry. Obviously, it was a long scalp mentioned in the Legends community. We talk about many setups like the one here in the live stream. We talk about, I talk about analysis. We've got coaches there as well, doing analysis, talking about possible setups and scenarios. But this level was very disturbing. I did an analysis, very boring analysis, obviously, like always, where it's like we're waiting for levels. These are the levels that we want to wait for. A great long entry was this one right over here. This is when the price action was sitting at this range. It pumped aggressively, came back down. It got a quick bounce. It was talking about the take profit zone, which would be these lows right there. And we got the bounce, right? It's making those plans. Let's see if I do find that. Yeah, there it is. This low over here, something that was mentioned, of course, in the in the legends, right? This low over here, it was a $400 pump. You can make some really nice profits on these levels. Basically talking about this level over here at 36,250. Like, I'm expecting a reaction at that level. The moment was quick. You had a few seconds to jump in because it was a swing failure pattern on the lower time frames. Hit that level, get the bounce here to come to the highs, and it's basically that low over here. Of course, price continued to the downside, but we scalping, we snipering, we entering, and we are protecting, and we are taking profits. This is how you want to do it. Oh, my head's getting cut now. Andy, please chart Ethereum BTC. We're going to do that right away, Mark. Let's do that. Let's chart Ethereum Bitcoin right away. Oh, I think Ethereum Bitcoin has already got the bounce, right? I mean, yeah, it's this is disturbing, no doubt. The thing about this, no doubt that Ethereum is going to be a massive performer in the next coming months against Bitcoin. The returns on Ethereum will be greater than Bitcoin, especially at these price levels that Bitcoin is at the moment. I was charting this the other day, and no doubt that in between 2019 to 2021, Ethereum against Bitcoin was a really nice, it was a better performer, right? So what is happening in this cycle is we are having a much larger corrective move. And I mean, I was charting the other day this, and no doubt that this for me is from the peak point back in 2021 in December. This for me is an ABC scenario. Now the question is, of course, with the ABCs, you can have flat ABCs, you can have internal ABCs where the B wave, obviously, well, a flat would be overlapping. There's the other flat as well that does not overlap. B doesn't overlap, and C doesn't overlap. The A wave. And then we've got the the classic one, which is just a diagonal ABC, which could still be possible. But I think no doubt that the next coming weeks and months, they are still great to accumulate Bitcoin. You will get better returns on Ethereum than Bitcoin. That is, I think, is pretty obvious, right? Maybe a Bitcoin, yeah, you can do a 2, 3, 4x, right? 5x in the bull run. It can go to 150,000. You could possibly do a 5x, right, in the coming years. But with Ethereum, I think Ethereum, has the potential to go to $20,000 a token, right? Which would be currently a 10x approximately from current levels. So no doubt that this zone here in the next coming months will be a moment maybe where this might be the low, and we're going to start rising here in the next coming months, or it might just get one more dip here to get beneath this low, and that is where I would expect, that is the moment you want to get in, because then this is likely just going to start recovering in the next coming months, and Ethereum will outperform. There is rumors, well, I think it's actually coming out from Larry Fink's mouth, right, the CEO of BlackRock, that he's actually going to make a spot Ethereum ETF. And obviously that will be more hype, right? There's an ETF hype on Bitcoin. Well, imagine an ETF hype on Ethereum, which is half of the market cap of Bitcoin, right? What's the market cap right now? Yeah, no, it's even a third. It's a third of the market cap of Bitcoin. So massive growth on Ethereum if we were to get a spot Ethereum ETF, right? Which would be absolutely crazy. Disbelief rally, it will only go up now. Yeah, no doubt. There's still a lot of macro bears out there. There is still a lot of macro bears. No doubt. Anyway, guys, remember, talked about several scenarios. I do analysis every single day on the Legends community, talking about the possible levels and setups. If you want to join the Legends, you got the link in the description, okay? There's going to be some exciting news, okay? I'm just going to give a little teaser. Maybe there will be, not maybe, I'm just going to throw it out here, okay, guys? There will be a free trial, okay? You are going to be welcomed in the Legends community just so you can see what is going on in there, all right? It's going to happen. I had to say it, and I said it. It was a secret, but now it's no longer a secret. It's going to happen. So there is going to be a free trial so you can see what's going on in the Legends, all right? The Legends community. So hopefully you are excited about that. If you are excited to get a free trial in the Legends, make sure to destroy that like button, guys. That news is coming out very, very soon. So yeah, be happy about it. Be happy about it. Massive community. We talk about education, technical analysis, possible scenarios on Bitcoin. We actually managed to hold this resistance as support. So it looks like that higher is definitely possible. What is CVD telling us? Yeah, not much here locally. Not much. We need a little bit more price action development. We need a bit more development here on the CVD. But how crazy was this? I mean, this was just like a pretty obvious long position. It was like, if you're not long in here, long here. At least to come to the highs, because the shorters right now on Bybit and on the rest of exchanges they're getting worried. They are underwater if they are not stopped out. Oh my goodness. You don't want to short Bitcoin when it's bullish. Yes, only if you do you know how to get in, right? I talk a lot about short positions. But I know how to get into them and be very defensive. Ethereum, one of the last leg up, hopefully. Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing? Ethereum looking bullish. Ethereum's looking nice. Did you know that Ethereum hasn't done a yearly high yet? Ethereum hasn't created a yearly high. It is just a few dollars away in creating a yearly high. Did you know that? Just a few dollars away. That is going to happen at some point in the coming days. It's kind of inevitable, right? It hasn't reached the April highs just by a couple of dollars, a few dollars. So it looks like that is inevitable. It might smash through the level. But yeah, obviously we're looking for higher on Ethereum as well. Free trial. I can't wait. Thanks. Yes, it is coming. It is coming, Legends, and hopefully you're going to see the massive value that there is there. Because I spend a lot of analysis. I want to share only the best scenarios and setups, and I want you to enjoy. Lan Salvador, how are you doing? Free trial, Singularity. Such a good man, Donkey Stonker. Absolutely, guys. Why not? Obviously, I do spend a lot of work there, time and work, analyzing. We've got the coaches there as well. DeVault is amazing. Sam is there also. Mark Dutch, as always. Mr. M Podcast, how are you doing? We got Mauricio in the comment section. All this love right back at you, hermano. Great stream. Let's demolish that like button. We got Mr. M here, who's Mauricio. Check him out. He's brought insane people to his podcast, guys. Mr. M podcast. Shout out to Maurizio. He's bringing insane people in his, channel, which is absolutely phenomenal. Great podcast, guys. You need to go and check him out. Don't worry, this was only a teaser, okay? People are asking about how will the free trial work. Don't worry, all the information will be provided in a video, very likely, or on a live stream. Don't worry, there will be a couple of days to enter. Don't worry, it will be all announced, all right? Also on Twitter, very likely, so go and follow Twitter down below here. We do have the Twitter account. It will all be informed, okay? Don't worry. But there's going to be a wave of people coming in, a lot of questions. You're going to see what's going on in the legends. Hey Andy, can you check Algorand? Aditya, how are you doing? I think people that saying 20k is not possible could get wrecked. I think people who say 20k is not possible could get wrecked. There is still a possibility that 20k could come. Okay? I mean, obviously a black swan event, a big macro black swan depression on the economy could bring the price of Bitcoin down to whatever level, right? There'll be no TA that will defend us in a black swan event, right? There was no technical analysis here. Well, there was actually. There actually was. This was a wave 2 anyway, right? This was likely not going to come down to the lows created from the bottom. And it was actually in a 3-wave structure right there, retracing to the 0.88, which is like the ultimate limit level for a wave 2, then to get into a much bigger wave 3. However, it is. I'm going to say it's just not possible at the moment for this to be an ABC. If we're going to go down to 20k, it will have to be next year. Obviously, next year's only a month and a half away, but I would say many months in the short term, unless you get a very sharp black swan event. The reason why is because, this has already been a 1 wave. And in my opinion, this has been an ABC flat already. And this is the second wave. We are in a 3rd wave already, which is absolutely explosive. This is why Bitcoin is doing this, right? There's kind of no limits on this. We could go to $50,000 in the next coming weeks as a 3rd wave. It's definitely possible with the hype. We got a possibility that maybe the ETFs are going to be approved, mid-November. We are already here. That 3rd wave can take us to the 1.618 extension, right? That's a classic, extension for a 3rd wave. It looks like it's not stopping anytime soon. So let's just say that is very much possible. The ABC flat is already kind of off the cards. ABC flat here is kind of, it's definitely overextended in my opinion. I mean, we could check that out right away. But it's definitely overextended over the 1.618. Yeah, it's just like, there's just no chance for this to be an ABC flat anymore. It's just not happening. It's not happening. So if we were to come down to 20k, I think it's going to be in several months. And that would be the ultimate bearish case scenario, which would be we are in a much larger bear market that is going to take several years to complete. In 2025, 2026 could be bearish. I mean, that would be the only kind of... That's the only bearish case scenario, that this is a huge, massive ABC, right? ABC corrective move. It's a multi-year bear market, basically. We've already been, almost a year and a half, right? Almost 2 years in this bear market. Yeah, since the drop in November of 2021, we're in November. You could arguably discuss that, this is still bear market with still lower highs. To believe this, I don't think so. With spot Bitcoin ETF happening, with the halving just around the corner, we're just about 6 months away from the halving, right? 5-6 months away from the Bitcoin halving. ETFs, wallets are growing. People holding 1 Bitcoin, people holding 10 Bitcoin, people holding 0.1 Bitcoin. It's growing every single week. It's like people buying and accumulating. You can see it on the charts. The data is there. So there's just there's nothing really to be bearish about. The only bearish conclusion that I could come with right now is a black swan event, big economic crash, which is probably not going to happen till 2026 or 2027. And this, but if it were to happen, I could only see this as an ABC, massive bear market. It's the only way I could be bearish on Bitcoin. And with all of that happening, halving, spot Bitcoin ETF, it's like, it's just, let's not be that bearish anymore and realize where Bitcoin is and how bullish it is and we don't want to be blinded, of course, but it's a reality. We just need to accept the reality, and Bitcoin is just breaking through. September 2024. This feels like 2017 vibes. 32K is possible. Where is the retracement? Yeah, $32,000 is possible, but we're probably going to get one more leg up before that happens. No doubt that when the corrective move happens, guys, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, I will do a live on that epic corrective move. When Bitcoin goes, it goes, but when it drops, it drops. Yeah, and it drops like this. When it drops, it doesn't drop like this. After a major uptrend, we're going to see this. Oh, what's happened to Bitcoin? So, this will happen. This kind of drop will happen at some point. So be ready for it. It will be exciting. It's just going to be a corrective move, but it's just going to be a sharp, massive long squeeze liquidation event. It will happen at some stage in the coming days or weeks. So just be ready for it. Pumping hard into recession is climbing the wall of worry. Yeah, but what happens if, the correlation, the negative correlation that there is right now with the stock market, during the last few months and weeks is pretty crazy, right? What if Bitcoin is going to decouple with the spot Bitcoin ETF? What if Bitcoin is going to be the magic internet money, right? That is the saver, and it's going to decouple from all of the different assets. We don't know. We are moving into a very powerful digital era, and nobody knows what could happen, right? People are going to start waking up. I think spot Bitcoin ETF is like the ultimate last road for ultimate growth for Bitcoin, because that is when the big players are, getting exposed to Bitcoin. $56,000 and it will be bullish on BTC. Until then, I'm just trading up and down. Yeah, me too. I'm more of a day trader scalper. I get into these small little ranges. I really couldn't care less of these large swing moves to the upside or to the downside. Not a swing trader. I haven't been swing trading for many months. I'm just enjoying my little scalping in and out and, call it a day. We touched 38K. It reached my price target. $38,000. Yes, we did. Right. 50% drop from 40K fills a big gap for BTC. 50%, yeah, fills 50% drop from 40K fills a big gap. Yeah, absolutely. We got a CME futures gap down at 20K. Right, let's continue. Philip, hello crowd, just joined the stream. Philip, how are you doing? Anything is possible in crypto, says Mark Dirch. Learn how to trade, take profits, set stop losses, and you'll be a winner no matter where price goes. Absolutely correct. Take those words from Mark Dirch. Learn to trade, because my portfolio right now is absolutely banging. My portfolio is exploding. I have Bitcoin going up. I've got Ethereum. Stable coins are just stable. But altcoin portfolio is doing absolutely great. And I didn't care about the bear market. I cared about accumulating. Year to date right now, I've got an altcoin portfolio that has grown 210%. I have the altcoin portfolio here there is right now. This is only altcoins, $165,000 on altcoins, pumped 210%. Bitcoin, Ethereum obviously didn't pump that much. I've got some other wallets where I have my Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I had a crypto portfolio on altcoins that was just, dollar cost averaging every single week, month, from trading profits as well. So this is the magic of trading as well. You get those profits and you DCA. I'm going to put some in this altcoin. I'm going to put some on Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, but, dabbling onto some good projects such as Chainlink. Chainlink has done very well from my accumulation of the last few months. Been buying some Chainlink for the last few months and it's been absolutely exploding. So altcoin portfolio looking really good. Very volatile, gotta say. That altcoin portfolio can be down 50% in next month, but that's just there, right? That's funds that I do not need. It's a portfolio from altcoins. It can bounce, it can go down to zero, it can go in circles. This is like a future, it's a future bet on these projects, right? So this is like for the long run. It's for the next coming years. Volume strategy on the lower time frame, says Teddles. Volume strategy on the lower time frames. Whoa. Volume strategy on the lower time frames. We haven't got much here of a breakout here to the upside with high volume. But yeah, this is a bit toppy. Would be nice to see this a solid move up here with high volume. It's not the case to get that volume strategy. Right now, this is a little bit toppy. Would stay cautious with any longs here on the retracement. I don't like this price action. It's like this price action, right, where you get a bit of a double topper. You can get a sharp corrective move here. Stay cautious. Stay cautious. Who got into the long position from the beginning of the stream? Legends. Did anybody get in from that long trade provided on the stream based on CVD, based on, understanding the support zone? Talked about a possible long trade setup right over there on the stream. This was just 30 minutes ago, guys. Who jumped into that long position, made some quick profits here, longing at the 36,950 zone, okay, $37,000 area. We talked about that, adjusting here, getting into that trade very, very nicely. Coming into fruition, breaking out, understanding here the risk management. It was basically this area over here. I love how Andy says couple. I wish I had your accent. Mike Romero, thank you very much. Looking like it wants to pump like these new tokens. Reason people are wrecked over and over. Short getting more expensive every day. Yeah, I think we got negative funding rate, right? We got massive negative funding rate, guys, on a lot of exchanges. People want to short. People are shorting. This is just massive fuel. The moment people start longing aggressively and, funding rate goes to positive very aggressively, that is the moment we want to be cautious. That is like people are longing here the rise. As long as people are wanting to short here, the Bitcoin pump, I like swing shorters. I do short, but I'm a scalper, so I get into short and I exit on a $200 move or a $100 move. But the swing trader short positions, they're just building and building fuel for Bitcoin to go to $50,000 maybe. It's just fuel. It's liquidity. It's liquidity to pump the price. It is. As long as there's shorters, we can go up. If everybody wanted to long, then there's not long. There's no money for everybody, right? There's no money for all of the long for people that are longing. Just imagine everybody's longing. There's no price needs to come down. There's not everybody's not going to make money. No, there needs to be shorters. There needs to be shorters that need to give that money to the people that are long, people that are having Bitcoin, that are holding Bitcoin, people that are longing. So, the JD, how are you doing? Hello, everybody. Smash up that like button if you enjoy the stream. I got great news regarding the Legends community. That will be announced very soon, potentially next week. For people, very, very good news. $300 in 20 minutes. Woohoo! You got into the long position. Hey, make sure to take your missus out for dinner. Go to the cinema. Have a nice dinner. If you did get into that long position, I mean, depending on, how much you risked, but, maybe you made a killing. Maybe you made small amounts, maybe a lot. I don't know. It all depends on how much you're willing to risk. That was a really nice move. Enough. $200-$300 move. Lock those profits. Whether it goes higher or not, then we'll create another range. We'll get into another trade. Altcoins get wrecked. Bitcoin only, absolute scarcity. Well, yeah, you could. We could have a discussion on that. I think Chainlink there's no discussion on Chainlink. Chainlink is going to $100. That's it, period. Chainlink is going to $100. In my personal opinion, no financial advice. I'm not telling you to go and buy it. I'm a strong believer. Chainlink's going to go to $100. That's it. You're not changing my mind. It's going to happen. So I think Chainlink is a good altcoin to invest in. Of course, that is only my personal opinion. What if I lose money on a trade? Does the miss take me out? Very true, Tortuga. That is very true. What if I lose a trade? Then obviously you're going to have to do some rice and fry some eggs at home, which could be only a couple of dollars. And then, that's it. It is what it is. Maybe tomorrow you will manage to make those gains back. Yeah, the missus. Yeah, my missus will definitely not take me out and pay me dinner. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right away. She never pays. I always pay. Buying her some Doge. What about 99? She takes you out to the doghouse. If you live in Spain, come to Miami. Se habla español more than English. Yeah, because it's basically, it's Caribbean, right? Miami has been an option, but not. It's down in the list because I want to move from Spain. I think Dubai is going to be the place. I think about Portugal, Switzerland. It's too cold in Switzerland. Portugal was an option, but I think I'm going to go to Dubai. It's a really nice, cool place. Great people. Also not that great people. That happens everywhere, but it's a great place, no doubt. Take the mistress out. $3,221 still in a long. Wow. Woohoo. Andy dating traditional woman. Yes, very correct. That is true. Bad misses. Super long. Yes, that is true. I'm a gentleman. She does buy me a present for my birthday and for Christmas. But taking me out for dinner, paying, yeah. Not that often. Can we do Dogecoin analysis? All right, let's not talk that much about personal life and let's, go straight into the analysis. Dogecoin, yeah. Dogecoin is going to absolutely rocket in the bull run. Dogecoin, Pepe, Shiba Inu, they're going to absolutely rocket. We talked about this lower high resistance that did pop out. Looks like, of course, we're not out of the woods yet because we would have to get above this last lower high level, right? This could just still be another lower high and then come back down to the lows, right? Even though it's broken out here, this lower high resistance trend line, if we do zoom out, we need to understand that, this is the last lower high for the price to successfully, it needs to successfully break out from this level for it to go absolutely bananas. If it breaks out successfully above this level, it's very likely that it's gonna shoot up significantly. It's just like this high over here, right? Look how the price of Doge, when you take a look at this high, look how it rejected and then it came straight back down to the lows. You had this high, lower high, bang, lower low. Looked like it was going to break out, but then boom, straight back down to the lows. I mean, technically you would have to get above this high, but no doubt that this is a significant lower high right there. If it gets above successfully that level, it could swing failure pattern just like it did right over here. So, if it is a solid daily candle above this level, then we could expect Dogecoin to, continue several days to the upside. But it's still a lower high, eh? It's still a lower high. Yeah. But no doubt, this zone is good. This zone is good. No doubt that Dogecoin is going to be... it's a meme coin that it will survive and will thrive in the bull run. There is no doubt about it. It will be higher from these levels for sure in the coming months. That is, that is almost guaranteed. But looking at the analysis, it's still creating a lower high. So there's just, we're not out of the woods. This could just still create another lower high here on this pump and come back down to the lows, which would be a great level to rebuy, no doubt, for your portfolio. But anyway, this is very, very small movements. From 6 cents, it's gone to 7 cents. It's still very, very cheap at this range. 6, 7, 5 cents is definitely the level that you want to scoop up some Doge. Dot, great investment. I take mine with 10% APR. Absolutely phenomenal. Yes. Dot is, I think Dot is a great. Lol, Link Schiller. Yes, I am a Link Schiller. I have a big bag of Link. I need to make people buy it because I want them to pump my bags, right? Only joking. I'm a strong believer. I think even Larry Fink from BlackRock has been talking about Chainlink. And that's obviously something to take into consideration, right? I think it's a great project. We'll do very, very well. Let's take a look here at the comment section. Why do people marry with a coin? I just use it to make money. Yeah, very true. I have I will sell my Chainlink as soon as it reaches $100. I will sell a large portion of my Chainlink only at $100. What do you think about that? It's the only coin that I have there that's like, I'm not touching it. Obviously, I'll be dollar cost averaging out Bitcoin as it reaches all-time high. Also, Ethereum, also some other altcoins, but not Chainlink until it reaches my target level. Popcorn. Yeah, shorting analysis. Bitcoinsensus. Oh. Link is still down. Hey, I mean, this is the moment you want to buy. Yeah, Link BTC. That is a very interesting chart that I want to take a look at. No doubt. No doubt that this is the chart that you want to look at. I mean, come on. This is obviously where you want to start buying. Against Bitcoin, look at the rally that it had in 2020 against Bitcoin. It was absolutely nuts. This was the DeFi summer from 2020. I remember this very, very much. All of the DeFi projects were absolutely skyrocketing. SNX, Aave, Link, a lot of them were absolutely skyrocketing. But there's no doubt that this is the moment that you want to scoop up. When it's finding a bottom formation, Chainlink will outperform Bitcoin at some point in the altcoin season. It's going to happen. So you don't want to buy when it's pumping already against Bitcoin. That's not the moment you want to buy. You want to buy when it's down 75%. Lol. So that's when you want to buy, right? When it's down against Bitcoin a lot. Andy, Matic BTC. I mean, Matic, we did take a look at Matic. Let's take a look at Matic right away. And, you know, what we talked about Matic, it looks like that Matic is going to blast through from this level of resistance. No doubt that this is still resistance. It could reject from this point. It is at resistance zone, right? You know, it's been a proven level of support and a proven level of resistance, right? So bang, support, break, turns into resistance, resistance again. But it looks pretty good, right? There's, you know, Ethereum pumping, altcoins pumping. I think this one's just getting ready for another explosive move to the upside. It's a classic Adam and Eve double bottom. It's a classic Adam and Eve double bottom. I would only long breakout. If you do break out successfully from this level, you could hit this high from July and create a swing failure pattern. That is definitely possible. But if you break out, close a nice solid daily candle above this high, continuation on Matic can be insane. You know, I think it will likely continue to the upside. You need to break out from this high of July. Then obviously you're looking for that projected move here from the double bottom. It could go pretty crazy. You got a classic Adam and Eve double bottom here that could skyrocket. But it could also fail miserably. It could also fail miserably. There is something disturbing with the BTC dominance chart, which I'll show you right away, guys. But anyway, if you are interested in trading Matic, you know, a bunch of altcoins, you can do so on Bybit. Remember, Bybit for me has been my favorite. I cannot log in. I cannot trade on Bybit anymore, at least in the short term, guys. But I will be trading very soon. For me, it's been the number one. You know, absolutely love Bybit. Been trading there for over 4 years. You got a great bonus, right? $30,000 worth of bonus. If you can trade here, depending on where you live, you know, I would suggest to trade on Bybit. You know, very legit platform. Been live for over 5 years, been trading it for over 4 years. You got a great bonus down below. If you cannot trade on Bybit, my suggestion would be Mexi. Mexi has the lowest fees out there, and the bonus is also really good. And that's where I'm trading right now. I'm loving it. I can scalp because of the low fees. So, you know, I love Mexi. You got the bonuses down below in the description, okay, for these exchanges. It's another way to support the channel, remember. And it's another way for you to get the greatest bonus available on the exchanges. So going through here, Matic does look bullish, does look like a double bottom. It does look like it wants to break out from this resistance zone. However, what is disturbing is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And I'll show you right away why. Bitcoin dominance chart looks like that it wants to go to higher levels. We got another quick rejection here yesterday, back down to this crucial support zone. When we do zoom out on the Bitcoin dominance, it looks like that the Bitcoin dominance has more steam to go to higher levels, meaning that a lot of the altcoins will be flowing into Bitcoin. So there is a little bit of confusion right now about altcoin season, unless there's fresh money coming into cryptocurrency. If there is fresh money, which there is obviously every single week, but if Bitcoin dominance does get into a big rally here, which is likely to happen in the coming weeks and months, especially with the Bitcoin ETF happening, right? Spot Bitcoin ETF, you know, when spot Bitcoin ETF happens, you're going to see the Bitcoin dominance do this. It's going to get a massive rally because Bitcoin will be the news. It will be the new thing. It will be Bitcoin, you know, it's happening. You will see, you know, remember this on a live stream. We need to check the Bitcoin dominance the moment that the first spot Bitcoin ETF is approved, and check it, you know, weeks after the approval. I can already tell you that the dominance will be moving much higher. Yeah, in both English and Spanish. Yes, sir. Double F'd. Have you ever heard about a coin that is called BitRock? No, I haven't. Is that Bitcoin from BlackRock? Is it a BlackRock coin? I have not heard about that one. Bybit appears to be restricting based on nationality. British rather than country of residence. Yes, very true. I mean, Spain is out. UK is out. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It is getting late. Hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. There was a really nice long setup provided on the live stream. We talked about it here right away. Here, to get a rise here, stop loss beneath these lows. Massive bullish CVD divergence. Got a nice 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk to reward if you held a little bit more. Provided in the live stream. Very nice long setup, managing risk very well. And getting the rise. This was this moment over here. Right over here, getting this rise. Not much more to be said, guys. If you want more updates, you got the Legends community. Link is down below. I do provide analysis every single day there and possible scenarios to get ready for. Stay tuned for what is coming up for the Legends, for everybody in the community. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Please enjoy your Friday and the weekend. Bitcoin's going up. What can I say? We have 7-8 Fibonacci. It could be something. It might be nothing. It might be a big fat nothing burger that we're going to hit 7-8 Fibonacci and we're just going to fly through the level. We could get a reaction. Maybe. It could get a pretty significant drop. We're just going to have to see the reaction. I'm not a first time pump shorter. I want to see reactions. I want to see CVD divergence. I want to see what's going on at that range to take a decision. Just like the one that was provided here. It was enough for me to think that, you know, Bitcoin was not going to break down here. There was higher probability in moving up. This is why that was provided in this live, guys. Smash up the like button if you enjoyed today's live stream. Thank you very much for everybody joining, and I will see you in the next one.